Hello there and welcome. Another exciting edition of Inside Our School. Inside Our Schools on DMR TV, where we bring to you happenings in different colleges, different primary schools across the diocese of Abuja. On today's edition of Inside Our School, we shall take you to talk about something very pertinent and something that is of prime importance as of now. But we shall be looking at the first school living certificate, taking you to different schools within the Diocese of Boya, the first primary schools within the Diocese of Boya, to give you the results as per the first school living certificate for 2025. Record that the results of first school living certificate were released yesterday, Monday, the 23rd of June 2025, and you might be interested to know that across the diocese of Boya, it was a commendable result as per the Education Secretary has also lauded the efforts of the teachers and as well as that of the students in ensuring that they keep the standard of primary schools high out there. So in just a moment, let's take on this short break. Let's take on this short break. When we come back, we shall get to start immediately to take you to different primary schools and tell you how the results were. Thanks for choosing ZMR TV at this particular point in time. If you are just tuning in, this is the program Inside Our Schools. Inside Our Schools, that program that comes on ZMR TV airwaves every Tuesday at some 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. where we have the opportunity to give you, to update you happenings within our schools and as well as welcome questions from you that pertain our colleges. You might want to enroll your child. This is a platform where you have to do your findings about schools, which school is preferable. And before we just go direct to the secondary schools, primary school sector, let's talk about secondary schools. As of now, admissions and interviews into Form 1 are ongoing. For lower seats is still pending based on the fact that the GCA results are yet to be released. But for some of the students who were already in Form 5 and who already had advanced or ordinary level and were already waiting for this academic year, 2025-2026 academic year, you might make that move by going for admission or interview into any of our colleges. Let's just tell you that the Diocese of Boya for this 2025-2026 academic year, we operate 13 colleges across the diocese. We should be thinking about, first, let's start from Limbe. Let's start from Limbe and update you about the colleges. In Limbe, we have St. Pius X Commercial and Technical College that deals directly with commercial and technical education. It is open for both boys and girls, a dormitory and a day college as well. It was created by His Lordship Michael Bibi some years back, and as well as the college is run by Sister Vera Otia as the principal. You might want to visit, you might want to make sure your child gets admission into that technical education in the commercial sector. Visit St. Pius X Commercial and Technical College, Middle Farms. The college is located just on the same premises with St. Pius X Mission Station, Middle Farms, under both the parish. Aside that, we also have Our Lady of Lourdes Comprehensive High School, Lady of Lourdes Comprehensive High School Gardens, that is all our laws. And the college was also created by His Lordship Michael Bibi. You see his quest for the promotion of education, holistic education, and there at Gardens Our Lady of Lords is a day college completely that offers commercial and as well as general education to all the students, both boys and girls. You might say, for those who were not aware, the college started some years back and was only limited to Form 1 to Form 5. As of 2025-2026 academic year, the college will be open for the high school sector, that is lower seat and upper seat. They will be receiving their first batch upper seat and lower seat students. So parents, students, make an effort to be part of Gardens. Another school in Limbe is St. Anne College in Limbe. The famous St. Anne High School Limbe is a girls' college open for girls only, from 1 to upper seat, open just for general education. It is a boarding college located same premises with Holy Family Parish, Newtown. You might be thinking of visiting that school. As of now, the principal is Reverend Sister Maxeline Tata. So make an effort to be part of that college for those aspiring for girls education. Aside that other colleges within Limbe, we also have another Eriketa Comprehensive High School Mukunda, known as ECOS. ECOS is located just along the stretch from Character leading towards Mukunda. You might be able to Mukunda Bojongo. You will have to get ECOS. It is a boarding school for girls only, and then opens her doors for boys day sector and girls day sector. Offers general and commercial education. Let's also take you to another college within that stretch of the road, St. Paul's College Bojongo. St. Paul's College Bojongo is a complete school, that comprehensive school. It has commercial education. Aside commercial education, St. Paul's College Bojongo also has general education as well as technical education. In all of these categories, just to tell you, St. Paul's College Bojongo is open for both boys and girls, and it's a day and a boarding school. So if you cannot afford the boarding sector, make your child comfortable as a day sector for those living within Bojongo. That is just as for within Limbe zone. If you leave Bojongo using the same Tole stretch of route, you will be able to meet the famous St. Joseph College, Sase. That is the famous college, and of course with the famous ex-student association, Sobans, who are doing a very good job. At also now, the president of Soban and his executive members are doing a great job in ensuring that the college met up to the standards. As of now, the president of the teachers training, the Parents Teachers Association of St. Joseph College, we have Professor Ernest Mola, principal of now, Reverend Father George Janto, and the president of the Ex-Student Association, the famous Ex-Student Association across the nation, Sobans. That is the Sase Old Boys Association. We should be talking about the president, Sami Iyok. Mr. Sami Iyok, he is the president and secretary general, Soban K, the famous Soban K, Eugene KB, who is the Secretary General of St. Joseph College, Sase. It is open for just boys only and a boarding sector completely. If you leave that school, we have the next school that is closer, that is in small support here at the cathedral. Just beside the cathedral, we have Bishop Brogan Minor Seminary. You will be confused that sometimes we refer to it as Bishop Brogan Minor Seminary and Bishop Brogan College. It is a college open for those for students who have the prospective mind, the idea of who have nursed that idea of becoming priests, so that within their 7 years or 6 years in the college, they journey together with the formators at that place to see if they can be able to discern their vocation into priesthood or becoming good prayer Christians. But the sole intention is open directly for those who have the intentions of becoming priests. That is the reason sometimes we refer to it as Bishop Brogan Minor Seminary. And the college as of now opens just for those from 1 to Form 4 and lower seat to upper seat. They don't take students within Form 5 or they don't take students upper seat. They take you directly from Form 1. You have to adventure from Form 1 or either Form 2, Form 3 or Form 4. If you are coming from Form 5, the doors will be closed to you. If you are coming from Form upper seat, the doors will be closed to you. Aside Bishop Brogan, another school within this area is Bishop Jules Peters Memorial High School, Bukwango. Bishop Jules Peters was one of the second bishop of the Diocese of of Buea, and a college of was opened to his own, that is opened by Sisters of St. Teresa of the Child Jesus, whom he founded. The college was opened in his own, that is that is the reason it is referred to as Bishop Jules Peters Memorial High School, Bukwango. It is just a complete day school open for students, male for both sex, that is boys and girls, and offers education for all, as it's located in Bukwango. From Bukwango, the next college which we have along this area is the Catholic University Institute of Buea Secondary School Sector, CUIB Entrepreneurial High School. It is located just in Moliko, just beside the Catholic University. There we are at the Catholic University. We have the secondary sector, the primary sector, the nursery, as well as the university. You might be lucky for you to complete your education within that same complex. You leave directly from the nursery sector, you leave from the nursery to the primary, you leave from the primary to the secondary, and you cross back to the university. And it gives you a different perspective of education, a holistic formation of education in which you might be interested in attending. Aside CUIB, that is open for general education, receiving students from Form 1 to upper seats, and the principal, Reverend Father Pascal Siben, ensuring that the students are comfortable, is just located beside the road that is very conducive for the students. And aside that, we also have another college within Buea, that is Our Lady of Mount Carmel College, Munya. It was a girls' school completely. It was a girls' school, school open for girls only. As of the ramifications of the Anglophone crisis, it was later opened. The Bishop Michael Bibi, in his passion and love for education, reopened the school and made sure it is open for all. Now receiving students from Form 1 to upper seat for both boys and girls, but be mindful of the fact that the dormitory sector is strictly for girls. Those located within Munya, those located out of Buea, those located, you might be thinking of another girls' college aside from St. Anne. You might also think of Our Lady of Mount Carmel College, Munya, or you visit any parish and you'll be directed to the area. From my 17, you can be directed to, it is a famous street leading directly to the campus. From there, we move to Moyoka, where we have the Our Lady of Grace College, Moyoka. Our Lady of Grace College, Moyoka, opened by His Lordship Emeritus Bishop of Buea, His Lordship Emmanuel Bushu Banlanjo. And that college, as of now, also suffered from the ramifications of the Anglophone crisis. And the Bishop Michael Bibi, in his passion for education, the promotion for quality education, holistic education given by the Christian, in a Christian perspective, reopened the college, and it's open also as well for both boys and girls. The dormitory sector is open for all gender, that is boys and girls, and a day sector as well. It is open for general education only. Now let's take it from that area, coming back to Buea. From my 17 downward, we move to Motengene. There we have another college there. At Motengene, we have another college there, Regina Pacis College, Motengene, the famous Regina Pacis College, Motengene. Ripacol, the college that has been existing for over 50 years, as of now stands tall in her education, commercial education, and as well as quality education. As of now, the college, as one of the school's ex-student, Asongo Wilfred runs a scholarship for students, returning students. Now you have the opportunity that you are leaving from Form 1 to Form 5 to lower seats. If you have the opportunity to return back to school, and of course as a best student in accounting, you are given a 50,000 francs deduction for your fees. Those aspiring for commercial education, it's open for both boys and girls, for boarding sector and a day sector as well. Technical education is also open, where they have a good workshop there to train the students in every capacity or every specialty that they choose. Ripacol is located just beside All Saints Parish, Motengene, beside opposite the Motengene market, which you might be able to get access to the college. From there, the college, Ripacol, that is headed by some now by Joseph Fuller as principal. The college, we shall leave Ripacol, and the next college is Christ the King College, Tico. Christ the King College, the famous Christ the King College, Tico, as of now stand tall in offering commercial and general education, open for both boys and girls. Adventure to be there, and you will also be directed to that place. As of now, the principal is Sister Caroline Fon. So these are the colleges that will be operating for this year, 2025-2026 academic year. Time for us to go on this break. When we come back now, and for us to go on this break, we shall be taking you to one of our colleges now. Feel free to let's look at what the bishop has done so far in ensuring that one of the colleges that has been existing, the fruit or the seat that was next created by a bishop, planted rather by the Emeritus Bishop of Buea, Bishop Emmanuel Bushu Banlanjo, as of now stand tall thanks to the effort of the bishop, the present Bishop of Buea. We shall be taking you to Our Lady of Grace College, Moyoka, where we have this interlude. When we come back, before we get to talk about first school living certificate results from different primary schools, let's take you to Moyoka to see our college.
Like myself, we thank the bishop for his encouragement.
Okay, that is Our Lady of Grace College, Moyoka, created in 2007-2008 academic year by the Emeritus Bishop of Buea, His Lordship Bishop Bushu Banlanjo, who is presently the Emeritus Bishop of Buea. And as a result of the Anglophone crisis, this college was closed down just now. Bishop Michael Bibi has continued in the same footing to ensure that the college operates for all these past 2 academic years, and they are open, just as we earlier said, for both boys and girls. And just to remind you, the present bishop of the Diocese of Mamfe was the pioneer principal of that college. We are talking about his Lordship Bishop Aloysius Fondom Abangalo, who is now the Bishop of Mamfe. He was the pioneer principal of Our Lady of Grace College, Moyoka. Time for us to leave now the secondary school sector. Now let's take you to talk about first school living certificate results for different Catholic schools within the Diocese of Buea. First, I want us to structure now. According to primary schools within the Diocese of Buea, Buea has 3 deaneries. Do not misunderstand me. According to the liturgical format, or according to the administrative format of the Diocese of Buea, there are 9 deaneries in the Diocese of Buea. But when it comes to the academic structure of the Diocese of Buea, Buea has 3 deaneries. Buea has 3 deaneries. So we shall be taking you to all of these deaneries to give you the results that pertain to the first school living certificate. Our first start will be from as released by the Education Secretary. From the Office of the Education Secretary, we have the St. Charles Luanga Catholic Nursery and Primary School, that is Limbe and Botha Deanery. The Limbe and Botha Deanery, that is Limbe Deanery. It is generally known as Limbe Deanery as for Catholic schools. That is a primary school sector. Academically, I told you the Diocese of Buea is structured into 3 different deaneries, and when it comes to the administrative format from the Bishop's House and other areas, it is being structured into 9 different deaneries. So at the level of Limbe Deanery, we have 8 different colleges within 8 different primary schools within that deanery. 8 different primary schools that span right from Maifo right down to Ijina. So time for us to give you the results. We shall be starting at Ijina. That is the Catholic school Ijina. Catholic school Ijina. We are being told that the total number of students who sat in for these exams were 28 students. 28 students sat in for these exams as a total number. We had 18 boys and 10 girls that sat in for the first school living certificate exams, and they scored 100% for that is for Catholic school Ijina. So you have a relative who is presently in Ijina, you might be thinking of calling that relative to find out about the son or the daughter who was schooling at Catholic school Ijina. They scored 100% for the first school living certificate. When we leave Ijina, we shall be taking you to Catholic school Batoke. Let's take you to Catholic school Batoke. Catholic school Batoke, that is St. Peter and Paul Nursery and Primary School Batoke. There we had a total of 22 people sat in for this exam, the first school living certificate exams. 10 boys and 12 girls. And from the total of 22, they scored 100% from St. Peter and Paul Nursery and Primary School. But okay, so you have you have any child who is going to Catholic school, but okay, or you have a relative there, just call and find out. Congratulate that particular child for a perfect academic record as they scored 100% in their exams. Time for us to leave that. The next stop that we shall be taking you is Catholic School Ngeme. Catholic School Ngeme is also another school in Limbe, and there from the records from the Education Secretary's office, it shows that a total of 26 people sat in for these exams. 26 people sat in for these exams as per the record, 9 boys and 17 girls, for giving a total of 26 as we earlier mentioned, and their records 100% so far, 100% for 2025 first school living certificate for Catholic School Ngeme. From Catholic School Ngeme, the next school that we have within that area is Gardens. That is Catholic School Gardens. Catholic School Gardens, that also there is a secondary school, as we earlier told you, there is a secondary school within that prospect. So you also have the opportunity of living from the primary school to the secondary school. Open for the secondary school is a commercial and a general education, open for boys and girls. It is a day college completely. So why not adventure into that place? At CS Gardens, there is a total of 50. They had the highest with 59 people that sat in for the exams, 25 boys and 33 girls that sat in for the exams as well, giving a total of 59, and then they had 100% so far. They had 100% at CS Gardens. Why not? With this 100%, I want to call on the parents. Do not make the mistake of diverting the academic prospect of this child. Do not make the mistake of diverting the holistic academic results that this child has gained from CS Gardens. Why not just divert that child to directly look into the part of joining Our Lady of Lords College Gardens, that is just beside the college as well. Let's leave that Gardens now. The next school we have within is Catholic School Botha Seaside. Catholic School Botha Seaside. We have a total of 20 people that sat in for the exams, 11 boys and 9 girls that sat in for the exam, to give that number 30. And as per the records indicate that there is as per the records indicate that they had 100% from CS Botha Seaside, located at the same place with the famous Holy Trinity Parish, Botha Seaside Parish. Let's leave Botha Seaside. The next college that we shall be taking you to give you the result from that college will be CS Newtown, St. Philomena Nursery and Primary School, Newtown. As per the reports from the Education Secretary's office, they had a total of 34 people that sat in for the exams. 34 people who sat in for the exams, 16 boys and 18 girls. And as from the 34, they recorded 100% rate. 100% rate. You have a daughter there, we have a son there. Call and congratulate that child. And then we also have from that place, we have CS Wututu. CS Wututu, that is just beside St. Therese Mission Station, Wututu. There we have the total of 71 people sat in for this exam. They have the first highest, followed by Gardens, and then another course, primary school. So from Wututu, a total of 71 with 39 boys and 32 girls, bringing us to a total of 71, as we mentioned, 100% for their exams. Just after Wututu, we have CS. Now, I want to call the attention of parents. Do not think that Catholic school is expensive. Look at the academic package that is being offered to you. If you look within Wututu, there are different primary schools scattered within that area, and then if CS Wututu still have this number of peoples within that area, 7-1, you might be able to, what interests the parents to look for this to do this selection? The academic performance of the pupils, the academic performance of the pupils, as we are just seeing here, 100% rate. Now let's take you to CS Bonajikombo, that is in Mile 4, the same premises with the parish, St. John of God Parish, Mile 4. That is the same premises that house the Catholics and Nigerian Primary School. There we have a total of 40 people that sat in for these exams, and from the 40 there were 19 boys and 21 girls that sat in for the exams. They also scored a total of 100% from that place. Statistically, our calculation shows that as per the records from all the schools within Limbe General Primary Schools, 300 students, such as 300 pupils. Now I can't refer to them now as students. They are already students because they will now have the transition from primary to the secondary school. So I can now refer to them as prospective students. They had a total of 300 pupils that sat in for these exams. There is 148 boys and then 152 girls. From there, the total gave us a total of 300, as we mentioned, and then 100% for Limbe Dineri. So all the Catholic schools within that area have 100%. This is just the academic value we are talking about. As per the note that accompanies this write-up says, this result this year has been excellent. This is also because the teachers did their best in teaching. They confirmed during the numerous supervision. This is confirmed by the numerous supervisions and corrections that were carried out in the course of the academic year, re-signed by the office from the superintendent of Limbe Dineri, Mr. Aloysius, who is the dean, who is the superintendent of Limbe Dineri, as per the academic structure of primary school. Let's take on this short break now. We're taking on another short break, but we are taking you now to a secondary school. We are talking about prospective students already who are leaving primary school to a secondary school. Let's take you to Our Lady of Mount Carmel College, Munya, to show you one of our colleges. This is another college that was created by His Lordship Bishop Pius, late Bishop Pius Awa. As of now, the college was shut down after the Anglophone crisis. Bishop Bibi came, revamped the system, and of course it reached there that the college is now waxing strong for some academic year now. As of now, Madam Fomoke Mercy is the principal. Let's take you to this college to see exactly how the college is.
Right the GCE. Our environment is peaceful and conducive for study, which when we study we can base on assignment. We have the opportunity to meet our teachers one-on-one so they can help us and to clarify our doubts if anything we need. We have quality labs, they also be a science lab. We have quality computer science lab, biology lab, physics lab, and chemistry lab. So I advise our parents out there, please bring your children to Our Lady of Mount Carmel College. It's a place to be. Keep watching TV and sharing the life of hope.
There is another college again. He mentioned that before we dive into the aspect of secondary education, first school living certificate results. Time for us now to bring you to another generation. Mount Carmel College. Mount Carmel is actually a complex now. Bishop Michael Bibi, thanks to the collaboration from the education sector, ensured that another primary school was opened within that complex. So now it is a complex. We have Mount Carmel complex that has the secondary and the primary. You will have to finish from the primary sector now to the secondary school sector. We shall get to talk about first school living certificate result for Boya Dineri. That is a St. Josephine Bakita Dineri here in Boya. Let's take you to some colleges within some primary schools here within Boya Dineri. The superintendent of this Dineri, Madam Fofi Valerie, we shall congratulate her for her keen work with the teachers to ensure that the the people scored a commendable result. So our first school that we shall be talking about is St. Anthony Catholic School, Boyatown. That is CS Boyatown. They had a total of 25 pupils that sat in for the exams, 13 boys, 12 girls, giving a total of that 25, 100% for this primary school. Boyatown is one of the oldest primary schools that we have across the Diocese of Boya. The primary school has been existing, that if you know famous people that are being regarded as ex-peoples from that primary school, those within Boya town should be thinking of enrolling their children for this academic year, 100% from that college. The next college that we have is CS Munya, St. Andrew School Munya, St. Andrew Primary School Munya. They had a total of 81 pupils that sat in for this examination. That is one of the areas that had been badly affected by the Anglophone crisis, yet we still have this number of pupils who are going into Catholic education. 81 of them, which means there is something that they have seen about Catholic education that they really admire. So what are you still thinking about instead of looking for a way to enroll your child for this 2025 academic year in any Catholic school? So 81 people that sat in for the exams with a total of 30, with a split of 35 boys and 46 girls, giving us a total of 81. They had a commendable 100% result, thanks to the principal who is ensuring, thanks to the head teacher of that college, of that primary school, who is ensuring that everything is perfect. Now let's take you to another primary school. St. Mary's Catholic Primary School, Sase. Just of recent, we brought to you, we brought out, if you have been very frequent with DMR TV, we were talking about St. Mary's Primary School. Last week on Thursday, they had the 19th. They had their graduation ceremony, that transition rituals that one has to leave from the primary to the secondary, or maybe from the secondary to the higher school, or from the higher school to the university, or from the university to the job market. So they had their graduation, St. Mary Primary School. They had their graduation of just of recent, and they also had a commendable results on during the first school, the common entrance. And so this is the first school living certificate that they have a commendable 100% result from St. Mary Primary School, Sase. A total of 49 of them who sat in for the exam, with 27 boys and 22 girls, giving them the 100% we just spoke about. Another school is St. Mark Catholic School, Sampit. St. Mark Catholic School, Sampit. Just from Okada Park, you take your right with a bike, you might be directly led to the parish. That is where exactly Our Lady of Sorrows Parish, Wonyaliose, is. St. Mark Catholic School is located on the same premises with Our Lady of Sorrows Parish, Wonyaliose. Don't be confused between Our Lady of Sorrows Parish, Wonyaliose, Sampit, and Our Lady and St. Therese of the Child Jesus Parish, Mekongi, Sampit. Those are two different parishes. So in CS Sampit, St. Mark Sampit, they had a total of 48 people that sat in for the exams. There are 29 of them, 29 girls and 19 boys, and out of that 49, it was a commendable 100% rate from that primary school. The next is Regina Pacis College, Primary School, Smosopo. Just within Bishop Rogan, there is a primary school. At the cathedral, there is a primary school. So this is a primary school that is referred to as Regina Pacis Primary School, Smosopo. They had a total of 21 people that sat in for the exams, 10 boys and 11 girls, and from that 21 they gave a commendable 100% result that we have here. And then St. Pius School, Boyatown, just directly just neighbors to DMR TV. They also had a commendable result with 30 people sitting in for the exams, 14 boys and 16 girls. Out of these total, we had out of these 30, we had a commendable 100% rate. And another is St. Jude Catholic School, Bolifamba. That is my 16. They had a total of 35 people who sat in, and out of that 35, they had a commendable 19 boys and 16 girls. out of that total 100% rate. CUIB entrepreneurial A&T. The A&T now Academy and Talent, Art and Talent Primary School, Academy of Talent rather. There's a CUIB A and Talent, that is a Cali University. That is the place we have been talking about, a complete complex. They have a primary school, they have a secondary school, and they have a university. So the primary school sector, 57 of them, just of recent, before having their graduation some months back, or some months back, or some weeks back rather, they had a defending. Just to tell you that when you are in class 6 from this college, to show that you have that talent, you are being grouped into different groups with different teachers that who supervise you, that you have to come out with a project, a hand project. There's something that you can do out of the primary school to make ends meet aside just your academy. So from primary school, from primary 6, you're already living with something, hands-on skills that you have already, that if your parents give you the opportunity to develop, you might already get that into the job market to give you a commendable job opportunity. So 57 of them sat in, 31 of girls and 26 boys. Out of that, we have a commendable 100. Another college, we are talking about Mount Carmel College, another Mount Carmel Primary School. Mount Carmel Primary School, we told you just this 2024 academic year, 2024-2025 academic year, the education sector in collaboration with Bishop Michael Bibi, who is a proprietor of all of these schools, opened the primary school sector. As of now, a total of 39 of them sat in for this exam for class 6, 18 boys and 21 girls, and they had 100%. That is another college we are talking about. Another is St. Cornelius Catholic School, Great Support, just beside Great Support Parish. There, total of 48 of them sat in for the exam, 28 girls and 20 boys, 100%. Now, as per the records that we have here, there is one primary school that a child failed in that primary school, just one child. We're talking about St. Charles Lwanga Catholic School, Wokoko, that is Moliko, located same premises with St. Charles St. Charles Parish. A total of 54 of them sat in for these exams, 27 boys, 27 girls, and out of this record, just 24 boys passed for this part. 24 boys, making that one of the boys failed for the first school leaving exams, and 27 girls passed, which giving the college a total of 90, giving a total the percentage rate of 98.5 for that primary school. So that is it for that. So now if we look at the total performance of this January, out of the total number that sat in, 487 people that sat in, a total of 486 passed, total of 486 passed, while giving us a total percentage rate of 99.7 rate. That is the only the lone primary school within this January that recorded a failure. That is, we're talking about St. Charles Catholic Primary School in Moliko there. Now let's take on this short break. When we come back, we shall be able to digest or conclude exactly with the last January. Time is out of our side. We shall not be giving you the break that we wanted to give you. Let's just rush with another January. Tiko January here has Motengene alongside. We have Tiko January, St. Martin the Poorest January Tiko. The first school living certificate results coming from the superintendent's office in collaboration with the education secretary. The first primary school here, we have St. Jude Tajos my 14 Dibanda. The total number of pupils that sat in for this exam, 25 boys, giving a 25 total, that is 13 boys and 12 girls, a total of 100%. At Ripa Bips, that is the Regina Apaches nursery and primary school, a bilingual sector, Motengene, they had a total of 15 people that sat in for the primary sector, with 6 boys and 9 girls, a total of 100%, giving us 100%. St. Joseph Primary School, Motengene, same premises with St. All Saints Parish, Motengene. There is another. So that place has more than two different primary schools, where you can leave from any of these primary schools to just have to transition from this primary school to the secondary sector. So in that place, we have a total of 59 of them sat in for the exams, 31 boys and 28 girls, giving us 100% rate. And then we have St. Catherine Primary School, Limbe, that is just as alongside, just opposite Baptist. Baptist, when you are going towards Limbe, opposite Baptist church, the street leading you down takes you to the St. Catherine Primary School there. And then a total of 23 of them sat for the exams, 12 boys and 9 girls, giving 100%. And then another is St. Martin Likumba, in Likumba 85 of them sat in for this exam, 41 boys and 45 girls, a total 100% out of the 85 gave us 100%. Another is St. Leticia Tico Douala Road, and the bishop has constructed a beautiful academic structure for them, and 42 of them sat in total for the exams, 18 boys and 24 girls, giving the 100% from that primary school. St. Mary Primary School, Tico, just the same. St. Mary Primary School, Tico, they had a total of 98 students that sat as 98 pupils, or should I call them students as of now, that sat in for the exams, for 50 girls and 48 girls, giving 100%. And then another is St. Augustine, Boma Street, thanks to the benevolence of one of the bishop's friend out of the United States, that a beautiful academic structure was constructed in this place. We're talking about Dr. Apollonius and his friends who made out their effort, that the bishop constructed a beautiful academic structure for St. Augustine Catholic School there in Boma Street. There is also a parish in that place as well. 13 boys sat in for the exam, 13 girls as well, total of 26 in total, 100%. From there we have St. Joseph Tico, a total of 23 of them sat in for the exams, 15 boys and 8 girls, giving us 100%. Another is St. Joseph Standard Tico. There is a difference between St. Joseph Tico and St. Joseph Standard. These are two different sectors. The standard sector, 26 of them sat in for the exams, 14 boys, 12 girls, giving a total of 100%. And then we have St. Peter Modeka at St. Peter Modeka Primary School. A total of 24 of them sat in for the exams, giving us a total of giving us 100% rate out of the 24 of them that sat, 14 boys, that is 14 boys and 10 girls. There we also have St. Pius the 10th Primary School, Mathe, there in Macho. Record that when the academic year just started, the education secretary ensured that he visited all of these primary schools along that stretch in Tico. He visited Modeka, Mate, Moko, and Muselele. These are all the primary schools that the education secretary visits just when the 2024-2025 academic year started. First term, second term rather, that is early January, he visited all of these schools. So for CS Mathe, they had a total of 11 people that sat in, 8 boys and 3 girls. In total 11 and 100%. Another is St. Immaculate Primary School, Moko. From Mathe, you take us now to Moko. Moko is just right in the trenches. There we have a total of 14 people that sat in for the exams, and then 7 boys, 7 girls, a total of 100% out of the 14 that sat in, all pass. Another is St. Joseph Miselele. There a total of 22 of them, 11 boys and 11 girls, and giving us a total of 100%. That is for Tico January for academic structure analysis of the 2024-2025 academic year, 2025 first school living certificate. So in total from Tico January, we had a total of 491 people that sat in for the exams, 490. 491 that sat in for exams, giving us a total of 100%. That is it for the first school living certificate in all of our Catholic colleges. So, dear parents, what are you waiting for? You should be thinking of enrolling your child in any of these Catholic schools. As of the total of the schools that we gave you, 34 primary schools that the Diocese of Buea operated for the 2024-2025 academic year, it was just one child that failed in all of our Catholic schools. You might be able to start thinking, the results are very revealing. The results are telling for themselves. So why not? Why not adventure to any of our schools to ensure that your child gets the holistic academic result that they need? Be mindful of the fact that your child can be very intelligent, yet an intellectual devil if that child does not receive the holistic education that that child deserves, forming between academics and the spiritual life, the moral life of the child. So, it's time for us to draw the curtains and put a cap to today's programs inside our schools. Inside our school comes up every Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. where we bring to you updates from different happenings in our schools. We are able to give you updates from different schools within the Diocese of Buea, telling you about the first school living results that was released just yesterday and giving you 100% in all our colleges, primary school, just except one. So, we are waiting for you for the 2025-2026 academic year. From this end, it is a bye-bye program produced by the Catholic Education Secretariat. I have been Hilarion Clinton, your host, and telling you a bye-bye from this end. Until next week, when we meet again.